Joe Biden says he's delivered a private message to Iran after 2 days of US-led strikes on Houthi bases in Yemen. 9 US correspondent Alison Petrowski is in Washington, D.C. and Ali, new satellite images show the damages left from these strikes.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning to you, Sarah. These are satellite images capturing before and after pictures. These have been captured within the last 24 hours. The first one we are seeing is of the Agender airfield, and then also the destruction pictures of an airport in the capital city of Yemen, the city of Sana'a. Both of these were considered to be military sites, and both of them, as you can see, suffering significant damage. Now, Sarah, there's been 2 rounds of airstrikes in the last 48 hours led by US and UK forces, but done, of course, with support from a coalition of countries, including Australia. A couple of hours ago, we had heard that there was another airstrike on a port city in Yemen on the Red Sea there, though, but defence officials are telling us that those strikes did not come from the US, Sarah. US President Joe Biden left the White House a couple of hours ago, headed to Camp David, and before he boarded Marine One, he told reporters that he had sent a private message to Iran.
Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakaha Kodash, the Balana to the elders and the apostles of the great milestone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakaha Kodash. Alright, okay, Israel. Well, if you're not following Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you would not know and understand that every day we are one step closer to the coming of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright? And you're seeing a lot of different things taking place on the earth. Alright? Wars. A lot of wars. We are living in that time of war. These are things that we've been speaking of. Alright? These are things that we have been speaking of. Things that Esau is going to start doing in order to push his MOTB, in order to push his agenda. All these things had to take place. So you wouldn't see World War III kick off just yet, but you will see a lot of different mini wars taking place. And this is just to show you the gradualism that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai does work with. Alright? He's just riling them up until that time reach, where it is every man jack will be on board with that war. Alright? Every man jack will be on board with that war. You're seeing a lot of things taking place here. Wars and rumors of wars. Let's get some scriptures and close it off. The book of Psalms. We start from chapter 36 and verse 1. It says here, the transgression of the wicked see it within my heart, that there is no fear of power before his eyes. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. And you're seeing what's going on with America right now. Alright, you're seeing that, well, they join that forces in a way that them and the UK attack that rebel country. Alright, and you're seeing these things taking place. You're seeing what happening. Alright, and these devils, they don't just do things just so. They don't do things because something happened to them. They always had to have is always a bigger picture of the situation that it is be painted in front of you all right, with the time with Ukraine and you call this place Russia, when they was backing up Ukraine. They find themselves in Ukraine, and they find themselves taking stuff from Ukraine to bring over to their side. Alright? And look, the phone had a chime on that one, because these people are devils. You know? You know, they oppress a man and his heritage, they take fields, you know, they covered fields by violence and whatnot. So they always have a reason for their wickedness. But yet still they talk lying words, you know, smooth words, make themselves look like they know they are the victim, when they are the wicked ones. They are the ones who pushing everything. That's why they are destined to be destroyed. It says here, verse 2, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. Right now everybody hating that particular country, you know, aka Babylon the Great. You know, everybody hating that country. That's why they are destined to be destroyed. And all these other countries is going to come together and destroy this place, Lord willing. Alright? It says here, the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He has left off to be wise and to do good. He deceiveth. He devised mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. Alright? So this devil, he will never turn on evil. He will never turn on his wicked ways. You know? As the scripture says, that's roughly paraphrasing, he's what oh gosh, I'll go again, I don't want to butcher it. Alright, slack here, look at here. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight. Alright, this devil, he cannot be made straight. He saw Edom, the so-called white man, the top banking families, the ones who have the power on this earth today, the one who are in rulership today. You know, that which is crooked cannot be made straight. So he is destined to be crooked. He cannot be made straight. He cannot go on a righteous run. Okay, he cannot do that. Alright, there's the devil that we're dealing with. Psalms 36 and 4. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. Let's get the book of, going back in the book of Psalms again, 64 and verse 1. It says here, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my soul, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And this is what these devils do. You know, they work iniquity on their beds and so forth. Alright? They come up with different ways, you know, to basically have people in this way of thinking that, hey, you know, things getting real bad, boy, you know. Then they will start to, they will they will come with inflations around the world, you know, causing different, you know, they attacking this country, and then inflation's going on raise, you know, either with gas, with oil, with something, you know. Before you know it, you're gonna see a lot of inflation start to kick up again. And then they will come with this cyber attack again, damaging the banks and whatnot, where it is going to, it is going to lead them to basically you call this the cashless, society which they aiming at. All right, this is their whole agenda, this is their whole plan, to bring confusion on the earth, you know, different wars, different rumors of wars, different plagues. Because yes, Esau also, the Lord also working through Esau to bring through certain plagues, alright, on the earth. And the Lord himself is also bringing his plagues also. Alright. It says here, verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword, alright, and that word whet is to sharpen, who whet their tongue as a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrow, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. You know, because they even shooting at Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, they coming up with lying words. They coming up and telling you, hey, you know, basically they aiming at us, men of the Lord. You know, they aiming at us. Some of them might look at it and say, well, they know they ain't doing us anything. You know, they actually know that we are actually the true prophets of the Lord. You know, they actually know that. They won't come out and say it, because they realize when we preach and we prophesy, a lot of things is happening. It's actually happening. That's why we know we don't have long hair again. That's why Jake so messed up in their head. They keep following these devils, thinking, well, you know, everything is going to be all right soon. The only time everything is going to be all right is when Yahweh Shai return and take back rulership on this earth. That's the only time you're going to get peace. Because right now we are living in a time of war. It says here, verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of lying snares, you know, lying traps, privily. They say, who shall see them? But who seeing you? The man of the Lord, the angels, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, all of us are seeing your wickedness, your folly, the foolishness that you're coming up with. You understand? Starting your wars and whatnot, and then blaming it on something else. Always have a story, or always have a plaster to cover his story. Always have a plaster to cover his sores. Salakia. It says here, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both their inward thoughts, and every one of them, and the heart is deep. So their mind is deep. You know, they ponder and they sit down around the round table and they come up with the plan. Alright, what they basically doing is they basically premeditate what they about to do, you know. all the evil plans, how they're going to go about these things, what country they're going to destroy next. By destroying that country, what sources this country does normally be able to give out to the world. If we destroy that country, guess what? They won't be able to dish out, they won't be able to carry out flour again, or they won't be able to carry out gas again. So therefore, different parts of every part of the world now, are accustomed getting stuff from that particular country. They can't get there anymore. So inflation in your ass. Alright? And these are the things that these devils is be doing. They sit around the round table and they come up with the bullshit. Alright? Just to be able to push their agenda. The MOTB, that RFID micro, well, I want to see the word, total chip. Alright? For you to be able to buy or sell, in order for you to keep your business running, in order for you to keep a roof over your head. These devils and them, they're coming up with all kind of different things. They're using gradualism. Klaus Schwab came out saying, since 2020, he been saying, you own nothing and be happy. So that time is going to come just now, which is they're going to say, hey, you're going to own nothing and be happy. These are some devils here for you. And they attack innocents, they attack Jakes, right now they're attacking their own families, Right now you're seeing a lot of Edomites, they're not getting along, Egypt against Egypt, alright? You're seeing a lot of things taking place with the wicked. Right now, like, it does have their own family feud going on. Who's going to have rulership next? Yahweh Bashim Yoshai is going to have rulership next. I'm going to just get this one here. This is the book of Proverbs 10 and 6. It says, blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. You understand? So blessings is going to come to who? The men of the Lord, the elect, starting with the 144,000 hopefully elect group. Alright? They are the ones who have the understanding of this word. And everywhere Esau go, alright, the so-called white man, everywhere they go, especially Babylon the Great, aka America, everywhere they go, violence is be following them. They always try to do some kind of thing. They always be the number one bully out of the whole clip. Now you've seen a lot of different countries, they're starting to rise up at these people. That's why they're going to get taken down soon. I'm going to get our next one here. This is the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50 and verse 16. It says, cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest, for fear of the oppressing sword. They shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. And right now, the reason I bring out the scripture here, because there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that happened back then, it's going to happen again, and it's happening again. You're seeing a lot of people fleeing from there, because they realize what is going on, and then you're seeing more or less like immigrants and whatnot. Also, it have a lot of agents in those group of people, that's going to take down Babylon the Great, from inside out. All right. So there's a lot of things going to be taking place. But yet still, you all Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the 2/3 of all and the ones who just blinded, just follow into suit. All you realize that we are living in the end of times. All you realize the kind of things, the kind of things that happening. This is the time to wake up. It's high time to wake up out of sleep. It's time to turn back to your Bashim Yoshai. Because you're going to be left behind. And all you're going to see is just the so-called stars falling, which is the ICBM missiles, coming to hit all you. That's all you're going to be. This is the book of Proverbs 4:14. It says, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Alright? Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. And this is what you had to do with Babylon the Great. Alright? Don't fall for the wickedness. Don't fall for the lies. As the scriptures say, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Alright? Esau is not going to deceive the prophets of the Lord. Lord willing, he is not going to. He's going to come all different ways, all kind of different avenues, but he is going to deceive the 2/3. Alright? Because they trust in Esau, Edom, and his wickedness. Although they see that he is a wicked man, they still trust in him. Because that's all they know. That's what they was taught. They was taught that God love everybody. And he coming to save everybody. That is what Israel was taught. And the rest of the world. When this devil is the one who brought out that foolishness. If you are so-called white man, go to worship, when our true power is a so-called black man. Alright? And you will get that in the book of Revelation 1:14 to 15. It says here, for they sleep not except they have done mischief. Alright? So these devils and them, these wicked, the so-called white man, they sleep not except they do except they done mischief, wickedness. Sit down and think about what they're going to do next. They're like little pests. They're like rats. The other day they had a video with the synagogue. They have them down at the bottom of the synagogue there, in some underground, like some rats down there. Who knows what they be doing down there? These are the people who run in the world. These are the small hatters. And yet still and a lot of you all know about this. But yet still all they want to say, hey, something not right. Let me stay away from these things. Let me turn back to the Lord. Look, these men and them preaching this word. Let me go and listen to what they're saying. Let me ask a question. Or they dare not do that. Or they rather stay in that matrix, as they just call it. Or they rather stay in that dead state of mind and follow the wicked everywhere they go. But the scriptures say here, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Let me jump back down to verse 16. It says, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and they sleep, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Alright, and all these different things that you're seeing going on around the world is a lot of violence taking place. They eat, they sleep, they breathe this. This is what they like. And you're starting to see their true horns. You're starting to see what they're about, what they were created for. Now you jump to the book of Psalms and close it off. This is the book of Psalms 37 and verse 10. It says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. You understand? So the wicked would not be here very soon again. You know, they don't have long here again. These evildoers, they don't have long here again. You have to understand that. Their rulership is only for a little while. But they are coming down now. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It says here, Psalms 37 and 10, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, alright, which is the elect, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. And that peace is not going to come until Yahushai return. When Yahushai return and take back his throne, alright, which this earth and the heaven, you know, everything that he made with the Alahayams, everything was made for him. Alright, so only when he come back and he take back this rulership, Lord willing, we be part of that hopefully elect number. The elect will be able to, he is going to share that rulership with the elect. Alright, that's the whole government there. Yahushai, King David, and the rest of the elect, and the 1/3 of Israel. That's the government right there. And with that government, it's going to have righteousness. It's going to have peace on the earth. But not for these wicked. Not for those other 17 nations. They're going to go through hell. Why? Because they had to build the kingdom. Just like how they brought us over in the Americans and different parts of the world to build up their country, to build up their cities. They are going to do the same for us, Lord willing. Alright? I say this was my last one, but you know, Spirit want me to bring out this one. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. And there's the reason why. It says here, for Esau, which is the so-called white man, the top banking families, is the end of the world, meaning the end of an age, and Jacob, which is Israel, is the beginning of it that follow it. And with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I will say shalom and a bad bubble.